My name is Pink and I'm really glad to meet you. You're recommended to me by some people.
Welcome to the wall. Today, we'll be seeing women crying. Crying face. They say the world is unfair to single mothers. They blame the patriarchy. They blame men. But they never look in the mirror. It's not men. It's the price of choosing poorly and refusing to accept the consequences. We want you to smash that like button. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 likes on this video. Leave a comment with your experience and wisdom. We always pin the best comment for the community. Subscribe, and let's get started.
I really need somebody to explain to me, why is it when you break up with somebody, divorce somebody, whatever, that is when everybody wants to come out of the woodworks and tell you about all the bad stuff that person was doing to you behind your back. I had to move my car. Anyway, what I was saying is, why didn't you tell that person sooner? Why do you wait until that person breaks up with their significant other and then you tell them? That makes no sense. How about, since you minded your business then, mind your business now? Because it doesn't make the situation better. Honestly, if it was me, I feel more stupid than anything. And it just really gets under my skin. If you knew something, tell them when it happened. And a lot of people say, well, they weren't going to do anything about it anyways. You didn't give them the option. Give the person the option to leave or not to leave. If they don't leave, that's none of your business. If they leave, that's none of your business. If you're going to mind your business then, mind your business now. Anyway, thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Stop it. Get some help.
There are two clear truths. No one owes you anything, and getting involved in another man's relationship is digging your own grave. Experience taught me that. A friend once tried to open another guy's eyes by telling him his wife was cheating. The result? The husband, blinded by love, ran straight to his wife, and she flipped the whole script, accused my friend of trying to come on to her and destroy their relationship. The cheated on guy ended up defending the unfaithful woman and cutting off the friendship. You don't say anything to someone in love unless you have proof. Mind your own business. They won't believe you. Women will always have the upper hand when it comes to emotional manipulation, and you'll be made out to be the villain. If you don't have solid, recorded evidence, it's better to stay quiet. Otherwise, you end up losing a friend and gaining a problem that was never yours to begin with.
Okay, this is a crash out post. I'm currently crashing out. Sorry in advance. Women, do not get married and have kids unless you plan on and are capable of becoming a single mom. Because 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, I don't know, statistically high, that's probably what's going to happen to you. Now, I love being a mom. I really do. And in fact, I quite enjoy most of the time being a single mom. This shit is not fair. The world is not set up for single moms. You will struggle. I don't care what job you have. I don't care how much you get paid. Especially in this economy right now, okay? The world is not set up for single mothers. It will be fucking hard. It will test you in ways that you didn't know that you could even be tested. You will have to fight for those kids. Most likely. You will have to fight for those kids. You will have to wake up every morning and question, just real talk, if motherhood is really something that you want anymore, because these men make it so hard. Oh, they make it so hard to be a mom. They take away all of the tender moments of motherhood that you could have had, but you were stuck in survival mode. So you didn't even really get to enjoy it. You're just fucking surviving, trying to raise these kids, trying to do the best you can. And you get $250 a month. What the fuck? That is pennies. That is the gas money it is taking me to drop them off at their father's house and pick them back up. $250 a month. And my ex is a nurse. $250 a month. I'm sorry. Oh, I don't even know if I'm going to post this. These men will take everything from you. They will promise you so much. They will promise you so much. And it will feel great at first. It will feel peaceful at first. And for some fucking reason, when you have their child, they will abandon you. They will discard you. Even if they don't cheat, even if they don't do anything significant, they'll emotionally turn away from you to the point where you leave. I left. I can't be in that. It is not what we were promised. It is not what you think it is. I promise you. I promise you. And before you come on here and say, oh, well, my situation's not like that. Good for you, honey. You are in the 1% of women that are very lucky because the rest of us don't have that. And the rest of us become single moms.
The problem with these women is that, once they become mothers, they push their husbands to the background. They stop taking care of themselves, stop making an effort, stop tending to their man. Then, when the guy starts to disconnect, they expect him to step up. I'm not denying that being a mother is hard, but as a man, I've always been clear that, more than my kids, my responsibility is my woman. Kids grow up and leave, but women don't think about that. They believe that just by having the child, they've already done their part. What more do you want from me? They're always tired, or worse, they start putting conditions on intimacy. Then they're shocked when the man changes. How could he not? When all they want to do is sit on the couch watching TV or scrolling on their phone. Take care of your man, tend to your husband, and you'll see he won't leave you. In this case, you're the one who walked away and ended up becoming a single mother.
It sucks because all I wanted was to be a mom. I love being a mom, but the best parts of my motherhood were taken from me. And in fact, the first time I got pregnant, the man said he couldn't have kids and then fought me in court for 5 years. Fought me in court for 5 years to take away my son that he claimed in the beginning he wasn't even capable of producing because he didn't want to wrap it up at first. Yeah. Yep. I can't handle it. I can't handle this. I can't handle men anymore. Y'all are liars. You lie to women. You promise us a lot. We are objects to you. We are things that you put on your shelf. I am a human being and my life is forever changed. My life is forever changed. I will never be the same. My youth was stolen from me. I had to put my boots on the ground and become a single mom at 21 years old. I didn't get to live. I didn't get to live. I didn't. My life is not what I wanted it to be. Not even close. But I love being a mom. I'm holding space for two things at one time. Just don't date men. We are at a point in society where we are waking up to the reality of the patriarchy, which is a very real thing that I didn't used to believe in, and I fucking do now. To what men are really like. I will never see the change in men that I need to see to feel safe enough to ever date again in my entire life. It will take too long. The change that we need to see in men will take too long. It's 100, 200 years from now. So that's my life. So just don't date men. Just don't. Just focus on yourself. And don't have kids with the wrong person. And I don't know how to tell you what man is the right man because I thought they both were. I thought they both were the right man, and they were not.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
The one who needs to take a hard look at herself is you, because you're a mother of 2 kids, and both baby daddies turned out bad. Could it be that you have terrible taste in men? That whole "they stole my life" narrative. Remember, you didn't get pregnant out of nowhere. You chose to have a child with him. So where's the accountability for your actions? It's not the patriarchy, and it's not all men. There are thousands of women with good husbands because they knew how to choose wisely. You went for attraction, for chemistry, for he's good in bed, and closed your eyes to everything else. Now you're blaming the system. when the truth is you made decisions without thinking about the consequences. And the most important part, you weren't left, you walked away. If you don't own your choices, you'll keep repeating the same story. Responsibility is kryptonite to women.
This is the hardest night of the year if you're a single parent. I've spent all month taking him to see Santa, making it festive, decorating the house, buying Christmas jumpers, doing all the school things, 1,000,001 things that they want you to do. And then just on the cusp of the day, I have to send him to his other parent, who usually has him on a Wednesday and usually has him at the weekend that would be this weekend. So has taken no extra time for the boy this Christmas whatsoever. Which, whatever, he can do what he fucking wants. But having to give my child away and not see him on Christmas morning, open his presents after Father Christmas has been, buying and wrapping a present for his fucking dad, who I despise, and sending him off with a, I love you baby, have the best time, see you Boxing Day, is literally, it kills me. And I've prepped myself for this moment as well, all fucking year, because I knew it wasn't my year to have him Christmas Day this year. And still it stings. And I've been invited to friends' houses and some family and stuff, but I don't want to. I don't want to go and hang around other people's families. I don't want to hang around other people's kids when I don't have my own. It's just horrible. You just feel like there's a little bit of a spare part. Like, I just wanted to come on here and be real that Christmas is fucking hard. Families aren't like they are on the Bisto advert, and especially a single parent. It's heartbreaking, man. I can't explain it any other way. Anyway, I hope you're having a good Christmas. I love you. Bye.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Crying in front of the camera to get sympathy doesn't change the facts. Before recording the video, you set up the camera, adjusted the angle, and got ready for the show. Those short shorts you're wearing to draw attention say more than your tears. If you're looking for empathy, do better. The real tragedy isn't your sadness, it's the child's. Going from house to house every weekend, celebrating 2 Christmases, 2 birthdays, living 2 split lives, all because you couldn't keep a stable home. Before getting upset about the situation, you should have thought about the consequences of your decisions. You're not the only one suffering. The one carrying the real weight is your child.
Women.
It's reality. My birthday was today, and yes, I just got done crying like crazy. But it's because I realized, like, as single moms, we really don't get a second, bro. We don't get a second to celebrate ourselves. We don't get a moment to be appreciated. We don't get nothing. Like, I didn't even want to do anything for my birthday today. I just didn't want to do anything for a day. Like, just relax, you know? I couldn't do that. I didn't get to eat what I wanted to eat. I think I just wanted one day where somebody, like, kind of catered to me for a second, you know? And it just hit me when it's time to get ready for bed. My son keeps whining about something. My daughter's not listening. I don't even want to argue and discipline them right now. Like, I think that's when the reality hit me. I had to come to the bathroom because it's like, we shouldn't have to live like this. All the sacrifices we do as single moms, all the stuff that we go through, all the struggles and sacrifice, like everything we do. And we are like literally the least appreciated. Nobody appreciates us. It's literally so sad. And I feel for any mom that's feeling like this, you know, because I always have a great, like, I'm always in a good mood. Like, I don't allow the single motherhood to really get to me. But tonight, I didn't ask for much, and that's what makes it even worse. I didn't set my expectation high because I knew I probably wasn't going to be able to do whatever I wanted to do. And I don't even know what I want to do anymore because I'm so busy doing for everybody else. And today was the one day where it's like, I just didn't want to feel like a single mom. I just wanted to relax for a day. I gotta go. But the show must go on.
I'll say it again, in case any woman is watching this. The most important decision in a woman's life should be choosing the right father for her children. I see these women. I've got hundreds of videos of single mothers, and anyone would think they all ended up with bad men. But the truth is, many choose to become single mothers by their own decision. A lot of them have good men who work, who care for them. But one day they wake up feeling empty, wanting more. Or because monogamous life starts to feel boring, they leave the marriage. And when that phase passes, they realize their world has flipped upside down, that the piece they thought was boring was actually the best thing that ever happened to them. Now they cry because their life is a mess, when they're the ones who chose the chaos. But then they blame the man, who simply adapted to the role they decided to give him. He moves on, remarries because he's a good man and things go well for him, while they end up miserable, hating him just because they don't want to admit they screwed up.
Hyper on marriage. I really don't. When I was married, I found it to be really underwhelming and overrated. I never at any point felt like I was doing something special or magical. If anything, I felt like I joined a cult, you know, because people would get really weird about me going off script in terms of being a wife and just getting married. For example, I didn't take my ex-husband's last name when I got married. And if you didn't know this, if you're a woman and you marry a dude and you don't take his last name, people get real freaking weird about it. They get really worked up about it. People would ask me all the time. They would be like, what would you do if you had kids? And my answer would not bring them comfort, because what I would essentially tell them is I'd be like, if we do have children, they're taking my last name because I birthed them. I'm not going to labor and bring a child into the world just to give it some fucking dude's last name. That is my child. It is not part of my self-concept to credit somebody else for my work. Sorry. And that one would really rouse some people up. People really did not like that one. And to me, it seemed like the most logical thing, to be honest with you. I don't understand why we give children their dad's last names. It seems kind of wacky to me. And listen, I don't want any women in my comments justifying why they took their husband's last names or why their kids have their husband's last names. I don't care. Like, I don't have any hatred towards you. I know people just do what they do, but what I'm just talking about is my experience of not doing what everybody else is doing and how people freak out on you like you're in a cult. You know what I mean? So it's just odd. It was a really weird time in my life. And I just kind of felt like I was always getting this subtle pressure from the world around me to give up my personhood once I became a wife. And I really didn't like that. And I couldn't quite articulate it when I was married, but I can see it very clearly now.
Fuck up, you crazy bitch whore!
They're miserable. These are women who were never meant to be wives. If from the very beginning you're complaining about your man, what do you think is going to happen to that marriage? But then they'll say their husband was the worst and they were the saints, that everything they went through was abuse, when in reality they were the perfect wives who didn't even want to take his last name. I guarantee you, if he dies, she'll be the first one lining up to claim the inheritance or demanding that her child get what he left behind. She wants nothing to do with his name when the man is a nobody, but if he comes from a well-known family, suddenly she's running to the courts to get those kids recognized. Women like that, brother, are not wife material. That's why they end up on the wall, and the wall doesn't forgive. We've reached the end of the video, but before we go, the questions are for you. What do you think about the story of the single mother who receives $250 in child support? Why do you think women today prefer to be single mothers by choice? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Your support means the world to us and motivates us to create more content. Stay tuned for the next exciting video from the wall.